What's good everyone, it's Steve from SnkrTechTalk, back with another video today. For today's video, we are going to take a quick look at the new colorway from Nike in the Nike Book 1. Alright, so starting off with the box for the Nike Book 1, you get the same box that you get from the first colorway right here. The size tag label does read Ashen Slate Multicolor, and I did get these in my usual US size 11. Alright, so they are calling this colorway the Mirage or the Mirage V2. I don't know how to pronounce it, but nonetheless, you are kind of getting this really dull blue or gray colorway. It's really hard to tell what this is, but nonetheless, it is a pretty clean colorway. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this colorway. But as always, starting on the bottom of the shoe, you do have that full-length herringbone traction pattern. And on this pair right here, you are getting a translucent variety as far as the rubber compound. Now, how these perform on court, I did do a performance review on the other colorway so far, and they perform great. You will have to wipe every so often, but nonetheless, this is a great tried and true traction pattern. Herringbone really gets the job done. This is translucent, and so is the other colorway, so you will have to wipe every so often. But regardless, it is a pretty good traction pattern, a very loud squeak, and it does grip the floor great on lateral movements and on linear movements. So not a ton of issues from the traction pattern here on the Nike Book 1. Now moving your way up from that, housed within this midsole in the heel, you do have a very large 14mm Zoom airbag in the heel. It's very plush, very nice underfoot. And then as far as the midsole in the Nike Book 1, you are getting a full-length Cushlon midsole. Now on the lateral side right here, it is more of a rubberized material. It's a lot more firm to the touch. That's there to offer some stability so your foot doesn't teeter or roll over. And then on the medial side, this is a lot softer, as you can see right here. And that is the actual Cushlon midsole. So you're getting that from heel to toe. It offers a very nice plush ride. In the forefoot, it is a lot closer to the floor. So as far as the court feel goes in the Nike Book 1, it actually is pretty decent. So not too many issues as far as I'm concerned, as far as the cushioning goes. I really like the impact protection at the back of the shoe. It would have been nice, especially for the price point of $140, to get some sort of cushioning up front, whether it be air strobo or a Zoom airbag. It would have been nice, but we are getting that full-length Cushlon midsole with the extra large Zoom bag in the heel. Now, if you've watched my performance review on the Nike Book 1, as far as the fit goes, you would know that for me, these fit small. Now, I'm usually a size 10.5 in all of my Nike basketball shoes, and in these, I actually had to go up to a size 11. So even in the US size 11, my toe is basically right at the end of the shoe right here. There was no way that I could get away with a size 10.5 in the Nike Book 1, but it offers a very snug one-to-one fit. As you can see right here, the toe box is very tapered, so there is no extra volume within that toe box, and it just offers a very nice, snug, and secure fit. I would recommend going up half a size or just trying this shoe on in store if you encounter them in store. I know they're selling out. This colorway here did release a day late here in Canada at Foot Locker, so I was able to grab them in store, and there was some people in store trying them on because I did recommend to like 3 people behind me that were in line that they did fit small. So if you guys can try these on in store, that's recommended. If not, I would say the safe bet would be to go up half a size. So as far as the materials on this pair right here that did release this weekend, you're more or less getting the exact same materials that did release on All-Star Weekend in this lighter colorway right here. So starting at the toe box, you are getting this nubuck material right here. It's very smooth to the touch. Actually, it's quite nice as far as the materials go on a modern day basketball shoe. Wrapping up the eye stay, you are getting the exact same materials. And then on the swoosh right here, you are getting this pebbled kind of leather swoosh, as you can see right here on the lateral and on the medial side. And then you're kind of getting like this twill material right here at the midfoot that does wrap all the way around. And then some more nubuck or suede that is perforated around the ankle collar. And then the heel pull tab is actually a synthetic leather material. So all things considered, for a modern day basketball shoe, I actually really like the materials on these, and they're thin enough that they do break in pretty quickly, and it's a non-issue as far as performance goes. But if you guys have tried these on or seen them in store, let me know what you guys think as far as the materials go on the Nike Book 1. Now, as far as the support goes on the Book 1, it's actually a decently supportive basketball shoe. Now, starting at the back of the shoe, you actually do have an internal heel counter. It is a TPU plastic material, and it does a great job of locking your foot in the back of the shoe and just housing it within the shoe and keeping it nice and secure. And then in the heel, this kind of goes for fit and support, but you have a ton of padding in the heel of the Nike Book 1. And for me, that's why I believe I have to go up half a size, is because the padding at the back of the shoe is so thick on the Nike Book 1. Moving your way down from that, you have some nice raw materials that are very strong. So on those hard lateral cuts, I didn't have any issues of my foot spilling over the footbed. And then this rubberized kind of midsole right here on the lateral side, your foot actually sits housed within that midsole ever so slightly. So again, on those hard lateral cuts, you're really not going to have any issues here. And then in the midfoot right here, you actually do have a top loaded shank plate. It is kind of just a rectangle right here. So as far as the torsional support and the rigidity here in the Book 1, it is adequate in my opinion. And then last but not least, you do have a wide and stable base right here in the forefoot. So as far as all these support features here in the Book 1, it is adequate, and it actually is a pretty flat shoe right here. So you're not going to get a ton of teetering. The base of this shoe, the outsole, is actually very flat. So it sits flat on the floor, and there is not a ton of movement when you're running or jumping. So all things considered, this is a pretty decent basketball shoe as far as the support goes. It actually is kind of a mid-top basketball shoe as well. I know D-Book was playing in a ton of the Kobe ADs, and I know some of those, they were mid-tops. So that is kind of what you're getting right here. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have played in the shoe and what you guys think of the performance features of the Book 1 as far as the materials, support, cushion, traction, all of those features if you guys have played in them. And then also the price point. I do think they're coming in a little bit high at 140 USD, 180 here in Canada. For me, I think this shoe would have been priced perfectly around that $120 or $125 price point. But nonetheless, we are paying 140 USD. And then also let me know down in the comments what you guys prefer as far as these colorways go. This one did release on All-Star Weekend, and these only really released on Nike.ca here in Canada and a few boutique shops. But these ones here were more widely available on Foot Locker, on Nike, and there was a few boutique shops that did get these in. So sound off in the comments if you guys have picked them up and what you guys think of his line so far with Nike. As always, if you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, that does help the channel a ton. And check out my Instagram over at SnkrTechTalk, as it is an extension of my YouTube channel with all my pickups, basketball footage, and nostalgia as a whole. As always, thanks for watching today's video, and until next time,